train struck his snow removal equipment on the south platform of the Naperville train station. City Manager Doug Krieger confirmed the man was working in the 100 block of East 4th Avenue when the eastbound train hit. Krieger called the incident a profound tragedy. Aurora police say an officer fired a single shot Tuesday morning, striking the vehicle of a man who was allegedly posing as law enforcement. It started around 9:33 a.m. when a driver reported being followed by a 48-year-old man who displayed a gun and tried to pull him over. Officers found the suspect at 4th Avenue and South State Street, where the shots were fired. No one was injured. The man, who police say has no law enforcement affiliation, was taken into custody. The officer is now under review by the Deadly Force investigative team. Dangerous wind chills are headed this way as a cold front brings a quick blast of Arctic air today, according to the National Weather Service. Light snow is possible with less than an inch expected before it ends tonight. Temperatures will drop from a high of 34 today to just 17 on Thursday, with wind chills plunging to 20 below zero tonight, Thursday morning, and again Thursday evening. Hoffman Estates leaders have given the green light to a new luxury apartment project on the former Menards site along Higgins Road. The plan calls for 2 buildings with a total of 335 units, plus amenities like a gym, pool, pickleball courts, and shared workspaces. Trustee Garrett Stanton cast the only no vote, criticizing the decision to build the first structure closer to the road. The board approved up to $8 million in TIF funds if both buildings are completed, with local businesses saying they welcome the boost in foot traffic. Nearly 44% of U.S. truck driving schools could close after a federal review found many failed to meet training requirements. About 3,000 schools face certification revocation within 30 days, and another 4,500 are warned. Students at uncertified schools may have to transfer elsewhere. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
Working as a dedicated Fidelity advisor, I always ask, what's important to you? I'll look at those priorities and goals alongside your full financial picture to build a comprehensive plan designed to help grow and protect your wealth. With proactive portfolio insights and an eye on taxes, I'm here to help you make the most of your money. I'm Laura Maxwell, and I'm a dedicated Fidelity advisor. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals, and it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Centos. Aurora police say an officer fired a single shot Tuesday morning, striking the vehicle of a man who was allegedly posing as law enforcement. It started around 9:33 a.m. when a driver reported being followed by a 48-year-old man who displayed a gun and tried to pull him over. Officers found the suspect at 4th Avenue and South State Street, where the shots were fired. No one was injured. The man, who police say has no law enforcement affiliation, was taken into custody. The officer is now under review by the Deadly Force investigative team. Dangerous wind chills are headed this way as a cold front brings a quick blast of Arctic air today, according to the National Weather Service. Light snow is possible with less than an inch expected before it ends tonight. Temperatures will drop from a high of 34 today to just 17 on Thursday, with wind chills plunging to 20 below zero tonight, Thursday morning, and again Thursday evening. Hoffman Estates leaders have given the green light to a new luxury apartment project on the former Menards site along Higgins Road. The plan calls for 2 buildings with a total of 335 units.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. Today, sunny with a high near 18, temperatures falling to around 8 in the afternoon. It feels like 1 with gusty winds. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 3, temperatures rising to around 10 overnight. It feels like 18. Tomorrow, partly sunny with a high near 28. Currently, it is 11 degrees with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Whether it's morning routines or weekends on the sidelines, when the temperature drops, America brings the heat with Hot Hands. Hot Hands are America's favorite hand, toe, neck, and even body warmers to help you stay warm and cozy from head to toe. Hot Hands are fast-acting, long-lasting, and made right here in the USA. Look for the Hot Hands logo in the bright orange packages at your favorite store or online. Keep doing what you love out there with Hot Hands, warming up.
Chicago defense attorney Mark Schieblo has co-authored the book titled DUI Jury Trial, which is a true story of a DUI case that he defended. The accused was an Illinois truck driver arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol. This book contains facts about the case from the date of the arrest up to the jury's verdict, and this nonfiction novel also includes the transcripts from the jury trial itself. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
WRMN's Fantasy Football Blitz, live Saturday mornings from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Live on YouTube/WRMN. Get the hard-hitting facts and statistics to help ignite your team into the fantasy playoffs. Don't set your roster until you've listened to the experts on WRMN's Fantasy Football Blitz.
And welcome in, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN's 11 o'clock hour and the 12 o'clock hour. It is a beautiful sunny day outside today. We hope you are all enjoying the tail end of the morning as we kick it off eventually into the afternoon time. We've got here cold temperatures. Make sure you are bundled up today, but I'm really not complaining too much because it's a beautiful sunny day. We've been having some of the overcast skies a little bit lately, and now we're seeing some beautiful sunny skies outside today. Although it is not melting the snow, it is definitely melting our hearts in feeling relaxed and joyful, right? To start off our day, to continue on our day. You are listening to WRMN. This is Matt McNeil taking you out to lunch. You can tune in through that AM 1410 dial. We also do have our app that you can download on the App Store and also Google Play for Samsung users out there. And don't forget also, we are streaming live on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. Don't forget you can hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell so that you can always keep yourself up to date and in the loop on what's happening here in the Fox River Valley and what's going on here on WRMN. So, of course, you know it, we love to recognize businesses and organizations, especially during the holidays. There are many different clubs and organizations that are out there that can help you. There's so many great ways that you can participate and that you can have your kids participate in. And there are a lot of different spaces where kids can feel safe and connected. But especially importantly, a place to belong as well. And one place that does such a phenomenal job doing that is the Boys and Girls Club. Now, the Boys and Girls Club has been around. I know that they were founded back in 1993. The Boys and Girls Club of Elgin was founded. Of course, in 2021, they partnered with the school district U46, and they are continuing to grow. And it is a wonderful, wonderful place to feel accepted and nurtured, and a safe space for kids out there too. So if you want to check out more information, bgcncil.org is where you can find more information on them, also on social media pages. But stay tuned because we've got our special interview lined up here right now. We've got three lovely guests here in the studio with us today. We've got Brittany, who is the Director of Trauma Informed Care. We've got Hannah, who's with the Wisdom Family Foundation and also Boys and Girls Club board member, and Marla, who's also with the Wisdom Family Foundation and Academy program too. So thank you all for joining us today. How are you all doing?
Thank you.
Great.
Doing
Thank you,
well.
Matt.
Of course, absolutely. So if you just want to do a little introduction on yourselves, tell us how you got started with the Boys and Girls Club. We can start with you, Brittany.
Yeah. As mentioned, my name is Brittany. I'm the Director of Trauma Informed Care at the Boys and Girls Club of North Central Illinois. I've been with the organization for 6 years now, actually. Started out in teen and leadership and career development, and then, of course, COVID hit, and we all did the things that we do, so virtual programs and all the things, but, have had the privilege of working with all of our age groups throughout the years in various sectors. I was our inaugural director of social emotional learning for a couple years, switched over to HR. So a lot of different facets of the organization, and I love it more every time I switch. So having a blast.
Awesome.
Hi, I'm Marla. I am the Director of Operations for the Wisdom Family Foundation and the Program Director for the Wisdom Wellness Academy at the Boys and Girls Club. This is actually our pilot year with this program, so this is my first experience working directly with the Boys and Girls Club.
Nice.
I have worked in previous years with the Wisdom Family Foundation and some of their Christmas Wishes initiatives, but my background is extensively in various facets of health and wellness. I'm a nationally board certified health and wellness coach. And so I'm really excited to be here and doing this program with the girls this year.
Fantastic.
And I'm Hannah Wisdom. I am a board member of the Wisdom Family Foundation for over 10 years. And I just recently joined Boys and Girls Club North Central Illinois board. This is my second year. So it has been a really seamless collaboration. Boys and Girls Club has been a grant recipient from Wisdom Family Foundation for years now. So it seemed like a really great interest point for me when I joined the board for North Central Illinois.
Very cool. So we'll start by talking a little bit about this. The BGC and CIL, they've adopted a trauma-informed approach, and it's guided by 7 core values. So there's safety, then there's trust, awareness, equity, empowerment, mutual collaboration, and then also connection and growth as well. So what does trauma-informed care look like day to day? I know it's going to be a little bit different for everyone, but how do you make sure every staff member embodies those values that are very consistently as well?
Yeah, so throughout, I have the privilege of being a trainer for trauma-informed practices in our organization. And really, the main thing in there is recognizing that trauma-informed care can be as simple or complex as you want it to be.
Mhm.
You don't have to necessarily have a degree or a specialization in it to be able to do it. And so the first part of all of that is building the confidence and saying that, hey, I can also have the tools necessary to be successful and be trauma-informed. And so what I mean by that is, we lead these trainings in various topics and we build confidence in talking about the hard things. We do lead trainings on grief. We lead trainings on suicide prevention and all of those really hard topics that sometimes might feel taboo. But, really, as soon as we get the language and the comfortability talking about it, it opens up so many doors in being able to be trauma informed and, one, have that awareness, but 2, feel equipped to notice those things and navigate them when they come.
Absolutely. And I know with COVID that, especially since COVID, we've been seeing a little bit of an increase in mental health challenges. So what have you seen post-pandemic? How has the club adapted its trauma-informed practices to meet those evolved needs?
Yeah, I think a lot of us might agree that after COVID-19, there was a lot of challenges with connection. A lot of us were so isolated for so long, whether it was by choice or not. And it's really hard to be able to tap into seeing other people and communicating with other people. And so how we've been able to adapt is, we opened up our clubhouses and we say anyone can come, anyone can participate, anyone can be who they want to be, and also they can thrive there. They can participate in programs like the Wisdom Wellness Academy and learn about enrichment and empowerment for themselves. They can participate in STEM programming. They can really determine who they are and also the differences that are beautiful in other people as well. And so it really just offers that diverse perspective.
That's awesome. That's really great. And I know, of course, you also use different data and assessment as well. So, how do you measure success for mental health and trauma informed initiatives? What are some trends or outcomes that you're seeing since this implementation?
Yeah, we measure actually a bunch of different areas, of course. One is emotion regulation. We ask our members, that's what we call our youth at the Boys and Girls Club as members. We ask our members, do you feel equipped to navigate conflict? Do you feel like you are connected to your peers? Do you feel like you have someone to go to if you're going through a hard time? And we have seen an increase in that. We have really great staff and really great supporters as well. So, just having someone to talk to really goes a long way. And to your point about COVID, maybe some of that was lacking a little bit at the time, but we've really seen an increase in that connection and willingness to talk about it.
I think that's great. Are there other ways too? I mean, like, do you try to interact with folks in ways of like playing games and other things like that too, different activities?
Yeah, we definitely do. We have a lot of social emotional learning activities in our generalist programming, as well as especially in our Wisdom Wellness Academy. Our SEL programs really go through emotion identification. So, sometimes we see anxiety being presented as a tummy ache or a headache. And so recognizing that, oh, maybe it isn't something physical. Maybe I am actually struggling with anxiety on something. And also emotion identification in others. We talk a lot about communication. We talk a lot about conflict, and really focusing on what are those replacement behaviors. Sometimes our initial reaction isn't always the most productive. However, we can always form a new neural pathway and we can always make a different decision. And so it's offering up those opportunities and seeing them take them and grow with them over time.
Absolutely. It's good to have that safe space where you're not being judged and to work with professionals who, like I said, everyone's different, right? Everyone handles trauma different. Everyone is going to handle anxiety and depression a little bit differently. And so recognizing that and being able to have that conversation with them is a great way to notice it and to try to say, okay, what can we do to help you? I think that's so important. And it's okay to ask for help. It's good to ask for help too.
Exactly. Yeah. Removing that feeling of shame about it really opens up the floodgates, I think, for anyone of any age, really. Like, it's not embarrassing to talk about it. There's not something wrong with you.
Right.
And, you can thrive, having hope as well.
Yep, that's awesome. Let's talk a little bit here about the Wisdom Family Foundation. I know the Wisdom Family Foundation describes its mission as, quote, connecting children and families to immediate resources. So addressing needs like food security, as well as housing support, medical care, and more. So how does each of your role on both the as the board and also influence the way you prioritize funding and resources for youth programs and also family support?
So I have a great opportunity of being on Boys and Girls Club board and Wisdom Family Foundation board. It gives me a really good view of what is needed from the families and kids right now. Everyone who works at Boys and Girls Club can see and be in direct contact with the family and kids so they can understand what's needed right now. Is it food stability? Is it academic gaps? Is it mental health resources? And then I'm able to take that back and be like, work with Wisdom Family Foundation and say, we should be putting more funding here. We are really able to pivot because we know who we are and what we're doing, and that makes it really easy to give funding in different places. Our mission really aligns with BGC, so it makes it a really seamless process to work on both together.
Very good. I know that you also do offer a lot of different programs as well. So there's like the Holiday Impact Initiative, Fostering Success, other programs aim to provide immediate relief to families in need. So in times of, we know it, economic stress, and there's a lot of that going on right now. Inflation, job loss. How does the WFF adapt? And how critical is partnership with organizations like the Boys and Girls Club?
It's everything to us, really. It makes us the most successful. I think when we think about how to make it successful, we're talking about youth development, we're talking about wellness, we're talking about education. And so that's kind of how Wisdom Wellness Academy came about is talking about if we can get kids the simple things that they need, a good meal on their plate, some mental health resources, some warm clothes, that can really help them grow and have long term success down the line. A lot of our initiatives are great. Christmas Wishes is going on right now, but Wisdom Wellness Academy is really centered to be a long term partnership. And we're also hoping to bring it to other Boys and Girls Clubs as well and grow it in other places. Once kids have the opportunity to feel safe and feel like they belong, they really have a chance to grow. And that's really when we see the most change.
Mhm. Absolutely. And I know that as a board member, there's a lot of decision making that's involved as well too. So you've got to balance the operational sustainability and also the charitable impact. So what are some metrics or criteria that you, or even just in general, the WFF use when evaluating grant requests, or also maybe deciding which programs to support? Because there's so many different programs that are out there. So how do you kind of help to balance that?
We have a very comprehensive rubric that we use. So we look at financials and we also look at program stability. And we also meet with organization leadership to see if the program fits with our mission. It's really about being strategic with our partners. That's how we have the most impact is when we're choosing partners who align with our mission. It's really, really helpful because we're able to be more impactful with our funding. And that makes us able to pivot when times are needed in economic stress. We can take funding from somewhere else and add it to somewhere else. Like, for example, with the SNAP benefits, we were able to take funding and put it in a certain place when that was needed at one certain point.
Mhm. Very good. So, I mean, there's a lot, there's a lot that goes into it, of course. I mean, and I think too, because there's so many different programs out there, it's good to, like you said, you have that, you said it was a rubric or?
Yeah, we have a rubric. Yep.
Okay.
We just actually moved into an invitation only grant process.
Okay.
So all of our partners apply to receive a grant, and then we work closely with the organization members to see if they are going to get the grant. And then we really are trying to make long-term partnerships. Most of the partners that we've been working with for years. And that's how we also think we can make long-term growth is having impact with the same organizations that we trust.
Absolutely. Now, for Marla, the director of Wisdom Wellness Academy, I know that, again, you offer the signature programs. They focus on healthy lifestyle, education, wellness, and youth empowerment. Can you walk us through what a typical kind of program really looks like? How does it support youth differently than traditional after-school or club programs?
Yes, our program runs Monday through Friday after school, and it's targeted for girls ages 10 to 14. I think right there is, a really big difference. That specific age group, these girls are really starting to define who they are. They're starting to create images in their mind about what their bodies should look like, what health should look like, developing ways to cope and manage with stress. And so this is a really great opportunity for us to start planting seeds, if you will, of ways to look at health and wellness kind of away from what society is telling you it should look like or from an outward or external appearance or validation, but more giving them access to new ways of thinking about health and wellness so that they can start to develop intuitive wisdom of knowing their bodies, their minds, and really making good choices for themselves of what's going to empower them to have healthy, sustainable lifestyle that sets them up for success, not only now, but as they enter high school and for really the rest of their lives.
Yeah, I know that age group is definitely, we've been there before. It's a difficult time. You're trying to discover things, and I know with the growth of social media, there can be a lot of social pressure that's out there too. So it's great that you have this academy and these clubs and programs to help with these kids and young adults, really to help to notice these things and say, well, you know what, actually, let's try to look at it, try to look internally instead of what are you being, what's social media pressuring you to do and to look and to feel, right? You got to look inside, and your experiences and your experience are going to be different from others. So there's a lot that does go into that. So also, how do you integrate mental health, especially into the education in a way that feels accessible and very relevant to youth and families? I'm sure you probably have to do a lot of keeping up with research and new studies and things like that as well.
Sure. But also, I think accessibility comes from the girls themselves, where we're really listening to what they're saying. So, part of our routine, we've developed a mindful kind of arrival process, if you will, for each and every day, where they roll out their yoga mats, they have journals where they're going to reflect on their day, kind of settle into the space, resituate themselves, and then we do an emotional check-in. So we're seeing where they're at with their day and how they're feeling, and really identifying with them that emotions matter and that we want to pay attention to them. And right there, that's an indicator for us of maybe what we actually have planned for today might skew from what the actual piece is, but gives us an opportunity to build the curriculum with them instead of forcing it on them.
Right.
Which is, I think, what kind of sets this program apart from a lot of other after-school programs where there's something being taught and it's kind of more performance-based or competition-based, where this is really giving the girls an opportunity to come in and be able to discuss things that they're feeling, that they have questions about, struggles they're having, things they're curious about, and then helping us identify the best ways around whether we're talking about sleep, habits, nutrition for the day, stress management, working on having good strategies with conflict resolution between peers, all of those things that we can then provide an experience for with them in the program versus just telling them, okay, this is how it is, now conform to it.
Yeah, so there's a lot of flexibility, and I think that that's really good to have that that open space for discussion, and of course the programs that are put in place to, like I said, be more flexible. And I think that that's really good to have, especially since, like I said, everyone's different too, and I think that that's good. And again, having that conversation is so important. Conversations with members as well, which is great. I know that you work in partnership with many organizations, food banks, schools, community groups to help mobilize resources and support, which is fantastic. It helps get the word around too. How important are these community partnerships? What makes this partnership work well?
Well, the community partnerships are not just important, I really feel like they're essential, especially to this program. We're developing youth that we want to be leaders in the community. We want them to have compassion. We want them to be creative and to really kind of be leaders, and showing that, their exposure to whether it's having a community service opportunity in a nursing home like our girls just did right before Thanksgiving, or visiting a local farm. They're seeing these things and having an embodied experience, so they're starting to connect and identify with that, and it allows them to then not only take that experience with them, but then in the future, seeing where food is maybe grown, or having the experience of feeling what it's like to give gratitude to people who are in a nursing home, that's going to carry over into how they make decisions for themselves. And recognizing that community really is what we need for sustainable wellness as we move forward.
Absolutely.
I think also Wisdom Family Foundation as a whole, we work with a lot of social workers and school counselors in economically, challenged areas, and they really are a key partner in all this because they have direct contact with the kids and the families, so they can give us the tools that we need to help be successful. And people like that are what make small organizations we're not small, we're small but mighty. Wisdom Family Foundation successful, especially and also with Boys and Girls Club. Boys and Girls Club of America actually just launched a marketing campaign called America Needs Club Kids, which I just absolutely love. I think it's genius. I think it's so smart because we are growing the next generation of youth, and what Marla's doing and what Wisdom Wellness Academy is doing is growing the next generation. And so we are going to need club kids, and they are going to be the ones that are creating, our next generation. So I think equipping them with the tools and resources they need right now is only going to better them in the future.
Absolutely. Well, we're already out of time, folks. I know we'll definitely have you guys on again because there's so much that we could unpack detail-wise and everything. So I thank you all for joining us today. Greatly appreciate it. And folks, you can check out more information. This is Boys and Girls Club of North Central Illinois. You can also go to wisdomfamilyfoundation.org to check out more information. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course. And we'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN. Stay tuned.
33 a.m. when a driver reported being followed by a 48-year-old man who displayed a gun and tried to pull him over. Officers found the suspect at 4th Avenue and South State Street, where the shots were fired. No one was injured. The man, who police say has no law enforcement affiliation, was taken into custody. The officer is now under review by the Deadly Force investigative team. Dangerous wind chills are headed this way as a cold front brings a quick blast of Arctic air today, according to the National Weather Service. Light snow is possible with less than an inch expected before it ends tonight. Temperatures will drop from a high of 34 today to just 17 on Thursday, with wind chills plunging to 20 below zero tonight, Thursday morning, and again Thursday evening. Hoffman Estates leaders have given the green light to a new luxury apartment project on the former Menards site along Higgins Road. The plan calls for 2 buildings with a total of 335 units, plus amenities like a gym, pool, pickleball courts, and shared workspaces. Trustee Garrett Stanton cast the only no vote, criticizing the decision to build the first structure closer to the road. The board approved up to $8 million in TIF funds if both buildings are completed, with local businesses saying they welcome the boost in foot traffic. Nearly 44% of U.S. truck driving schools could close after a federal review found many failed to meet training requirements. About 3,000 schools face certification revocation within 30 days, and another 4,500 are warned students at uncertified schools may have to transfer elsewhere.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
Working as a dedicated Fidelity advisor, I always ask, what's important to you? I'll look at those priorities and goals alongside your full financial picture to build a comprehensive plan designed to help grow and protect your wealth. With proactive portfolio insights and an eye on taxes, I'm here to help you make the most of your money. I'm Laura Maxwell, and I'm a dedicated Fidelity advisor. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing new Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals. And it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
For nearly 50 years, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council and Kane Senior Council have been dedicated to serving seniors in DuPage and Kane counties. Established in 1975, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council is a volunteer-driven 501c3 non-for-profit organization committed to helping older adults live with dignity. From providing nutritious meals to offering support services, the Kane Senior Council is there every step of the way. With programs designed to enhance independence and quality of life, they're proud to make a difference in the lives of their senior neighbors. To learn more or to volunteer, visit them at 418B Airport Road in Elgin or head to their website at caneseniorcouncil.org. Give them a call at 630-338-0999. That's 630-338-0999. That's the Kane Senior Council, caring for seniors because they deserve to live with dignity and respect. Visit caneseniorcouncil.org or call 630-338-0999 today.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Hot Hands, America's favorite hand warmers. Today, sunny with a high near 18, temperatures falling to around 8 in the afternoon. It feels like 0. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 3, temperatures rising to around 10 overnight. It feels like 18. Tomorrow, partly sunny with a high near 28. Currently, it is 14 with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. Do you feel stupid for buying a timeshare? Don't. It's not your fault. You were most likely told you could rent it, and it was a great financial investment. And the deal was available today only. If this happened to you, contact your resort or Wesley Financial Group for help today.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-791-1313. 800-791-1313.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the Voice of the Valley and the Talk of the Town. Thank you, everyone, of course, for tuning in today. Thank you to the Boys and Girls Club of North Central Illinois for coming in, of course, and also, oh my goodness, I'm forgetting the names. Brittany, Hannah, and Marla for coming in. Brittany, Director of Trauma and Informed Care at the Boys and Girls Club of North Central Illinois. Hannah and Marla, both of the Wisdom Family Foundation. So thank you to all three of you for coming in today. And folks, if you want to check out more information, please feel free to do so. You can find it at bgcncil.org. You can also just look up Boys and Girls Club of North Central Illinois. You can find more information about them. Check out their programs. They have a whole list of really, really great programs that offer, of course, academic success, character and leadership, healthy lifestyles, and literacy as well. So many different things that are out there. You can also register. If you scroll down to the bottom center of the page, you can find it under registration. Sign up to join their clubs and programs. If you want to view all of that, you can check out their membership application review, and become that club member. You can also sign up to their newsletter to check out more information. Check out their different locations as well, too. They do offer quite a few different ones as they are growing. Like I mentioned earlier, there's different clubs. So there's Club Allen and Bardwell, both in Aurora. There's Club Batavia Apartments. There's also Club Beaupre. There's also Benavides, Brady. A whole list of different clubs that are out there, of course, featured all in, it's just the first page here is just Aurora. My goodness, there's so many. There's also Club Highland in Elgin. Just so many. Like I said, they are a very, very big and growing. So it's fantastic. So definitely want to check them out. They also do partner, of course, with the Wisdom Family Foundation. Check out more information on them. You can find more info posted on their website. I know Hannah said they are small but mighty, and I love that. That's Wisdom Family Foundation. They are rooted in family values. They're a nonprofit dedicated to creating direct, meaningful, and impact in children's lives. Now, by connecting families with the vital resources and fostering that culture of giving, they strengthen those communities from the ground up. So please feel free to check out more information. They have the latest posted on their social media pages. Stay up to date on what is going on. Learn a little bit about information on them, too. You can even check out the board members that are there, wisdomfamilyfoundation.org. Check out those different programs that are out there as well, too. So very, very good to take a look at that. Those programs are also featured, including investment-focused areas, signature programs, and current initiatives. If you want to find more info on that, too, you can find it on their wisdomfamilyfoundation.org website. It does go into detail on youth development and education, sustainable agricultural education, holiday impact initiatives, crisis response as well, too, and youth empowerment. So they are ensuring that these youths out there are getting the proper education and lifestyles that they need, and investment to transform their lives so that they can, because they are our future. They are our future, and it's so important. So check it out, of course, for more information. Thank you again to the three for joining us today And you can find more information also posted on their social media pages. I definitely plan on having them on again. We could have talked way more. We only had so much time, though. But thank you again for all three of you for joining us today here on Out to Lunch, WRMN. We also do have another interview coming up at 12 o'clock. We're going to be interviewing Jim Witter. He is a singer and songwriter. He's going to be performing at the ECC Arts Center coming up very shortly. And he is going to be including incredible Christmases past songs, right? Winter Wonderland, Let There Be Peace on Earth, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, lots of good things. So we'll talk more about that coming up during the 12 o'clock hour. So stay tuned for that. I wanted to go through the weather again for you just so that you know what is expected today. A high of only 17 degrees is in the forecast right now, although it is nice and sunny. We do see it dropping down to a low of 2 degrees. It does say right now it feels like 26. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know. I'm not outside right now. I'm inside in the nice warm studio, but it does say that, at least on my phone here. And that could just be because we are getting more sunshine. We see a low of 2 degrees for tonight, definitely going to be feeling a little bit chillier than that. We see mostly cloudy skies coming up for Friday the 5th with a high of 26 and a low of 24 degrees in the forecast. Saturday the 6th, we see a high of 29, mostly cloudy skies. We see it dropping down to 21 as our low. Chance of snow is at about 50% for Saturday with snow accumulations of less than an inch. We also see that continuing on into Sunday, the 7th. A high of 26 degrees is in the forecast with a low of 10 degrees coming up for Sunday night. Heading on into Monday, we see cloudy skies, partly only, with a high of 24 and a low of 18. Chance of snow at 40% chance. We see it going into Tuesday, the 9th, as a high of 30. Temperatures rise ever so slightly, but we do see about an inch of snow predicted with a 60% chance right now. That is for Tuesday night with a low of 28 degrees. Then we head on into Wednesday, high of 36 degrees, snow showers / rain, meaning it could then accumulate to that freezing rain. So just be prepared for that. I know it could get pretty slick outside as I slide on my words here. We see a low of 12 degrees, a few clouds from time to time coming up. That will be for Wednesday night. And then finally, Thursday, that is a week from today on the 11th, we see partly cloudy skies and a high of 22 and a low of 14 degrees in the forecast. Mainly cloudy is in that prediction there for Thursday. So that's what we're seeing here for the weather and temperatures for the rest of this week and also into next week. We, of course, have our inspirational story of the day today. This was posted today by an anonymous user on sunnyskies.com. The title is, "My Niece Chose Me Today, and I Understood Her." My niece is about 18 months old. She's a huge mama's girl, and for most of her life, she wouldn't let anybody else hold her. I live 2 hours away, so I only see her on the weekends. The last 6 months or so, she has warmed up to my brother, her dad, and my mom. She still would flip out if I tried to pick her up, but she would tolerate me playing with her. Today, she walked right up to me, her arms up, and yelled, "Up!" I teared up a little, but picked her up. She pointed to the other side of the room and said, "That." I'm trying to ask, "That what?" And my sister-in-law said, "Oh yeah, she's been doing that, and I have no idea what she's talking about." I walked her closer to where she was pointing at and continued to say, "That," as she continued to say that. I finally got closer to our speaker on the top of our cabinet, and I pointed it out and asked her, "That?" And she nodded and said, "That." I remember that my brother had been playing music a lot recently, and I guess my niece really liked it. So we were able to turn on some Christmas music and dance around while she clapped and laughed. So I'm very happy to say I'm now the fun aunt. A nice little story there that was posted on sunnyskies.com. Oh my goodness, you might have heard this one. My aunt mentioned it at the dinner table yesterday about this drunk raccoon. This raccoon, folks, was passed out. Oh my goodness me. Okay, I heard this story yesterday. My aunt was telling me it at the dinner table. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got to read this story today. So, heavily intoxicated raccoon did pass out in a liquor store bathroom after breaking in. This was posted yesterday, and there is even a picture provided. You can see he is all sprawled out on the ground, face down, Almost looks like almost in dog position there. My dog Duncan does that. He lays like that with his legs out like that. Oh my goodness. In between both the garbage can and the toilet, I say this raccoon knew that they were in need of maybe that potentially. Black Friday usually brings chaos, but an ABC store in Virginia never expected this kind of shopper. Early Saturday morning, Officer Martin was called to the scene of what sounded like a classic holiday weekend break-in. Shelves knocked over, bottles disturbed, a trail of evidence leading straight to the bathroom. But instead of a criminal mastermind, she found a very drunk raccoon. Yes, a raccoon passed out in the bathroom after what appears to be one of the wildest solo parties in ABC store history. Store staff believe that the furry little bandit somehow snuck inside overnight, helped himself to the merchandise, and then crashed from what can only be described as a liquor-fueled bender. By the time Officer Martin arrived, the culprit was sleeping it off like a college freshman after their first frat party. And there's even pictures of all the bottles that have been knocked down, quite a few in the store. Thankfully, he was totally fine, no injuries, just terrible judgment and what was likely a ruthless hangover. Officer Martin scooped up the wobbly suspect, transported him into the shelter to sober him up and let him sleep it off before releasing him back into the wild to rethink his life choices. The shelter wrote, quote, "He was safely released back into the wild, hopefully having learned that breaking and entering is not the answer. Just another day in the life at Hanover Animal Protection." And again, I can't get over this darn image here. It's just like, oh, there I am. Look, I know raccoons, although a lot of people say they're gross. I don't know. This is kind of cute. I think it is. Oh my goodness me. That's funny. That is funny. Anyway, with that being said, interesting stories, funny stories, unique, weird stories that are all out there for you to check out. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN, AM 1410. Stay tuned. When disaster strikes, flood or fire, every second counts. At Emergency Construction Group, they specialize in immediate response and same-day service for any residential, commercial, or industrial emergency across the Chicagoland area. With over 30 years of experience, they've got the expertise, manpower, and equipment to handle any size loss fast. They follow strict IICRC guidelines to restore your property the right way, the first time. Their team values transparency, constant communication, and strong ethical standards because your peace of mind matters. Licensed, bonded, and insured, they're here for you 24/7, 365 days a year. Call 855-4ECG now. That's 855-432-4669. Or visit their website at emergencyconstructiongroup.com and let Emergency Construction Group put your life back together one step at a time. That's Emergency Construction Group. Your satisfaction is their passion.
Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
I am a non-attorney spokesperson representing a team of lawyers who help people that have been injured or wronged. If you've been involved in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident or injured at work, you have rights, and you may be entitled to money for your suffering. Don't accept an offer you get from an insurance company until you talk to a lawyer. And we represent some of the best personal injury lawyers you can find. Tough lawyers that will fight to win your case. And they're so good they stake their reputation compensation on it by only getting paid if you win. So if you've been in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident or hurt on the job, find out today for free what kind of compensation you may be entitled to. Call the legal helpline right now.
800-257-3148. 800-257-3148. 800-257-3148. That's 800-257-3148.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN. Oh, it's a nice sunny day outside today. We're actually seeing lots of people outside. People, you know what people are saying? Okay, it may be feeling like in the negative temperatures, but hey, I am enjoying this beautiful weather today. I am not complaining. It is a gorgeous day outside, despite it being bone chilly. Chilly bones, very cold, very icy. Well, it's not that icy. I mean, the snow is definitely hardened now, too. But with that being said, beautiful day to go outside. Lots of places are open around the downtown Elgin area, in the Fox River Valley area as well. Check them out. There are so many great places to go to. Local businesses, shopping small and local is the way to go, folks. There are so many great businesses that are out there, family owned and operated, made with love, everything that they do. Recently had Pat on Monday during the community hours. She's with Sugar and Rhyme. Oh my gosh, the stuff that they make there is so cool. They have flavorful drinks and so much more, so you can check that out, of course. And we gobbled up those treats that she gave us. Again, big shout out to you, Pat, Sugar and Rhyme. Thank you so much for all you do for the community as well. And I was going to say something else. What was it? Oh, I did see the Gobbler is available at Blue Box Cafe. I did see that. I think they updated the website a little later. I could be wrong, but I did see that. Is it still available now? Because I was curious if it was available, the Gobbler. Oh, see, now it's off the website. It is off the way. Is it? No, it's not. It is still there. If you have not tried this sandwich yet, folks, it is so good. It is Thanksgiving dinner in a sandwich. It's very good, so I recommend that. Let's see what we've got here. Only a couple minutes left. The day has flown by so fast already. We're getting into the afternoon soon. What do we have to recognize, celebrate, and enjoy today? If you want to roll the dice and move your mice, it is National Dice Day today, recognizing the ancient gaming tool. Many games incorporate dice as a way to add random challenges or obstacles to the objectives. Now, let me tell you, you can look up ancient dice, and it's pretty cool to see what they are like. A lot of them look very similar to what you see with Dungeons and Dragons. Ancient dice are really cool to check out. You can see the numbers and the different symbols on there too. Very cool to check those out and to view them. You can even get some, I always like looking at the Victorian dice. I spelled Victorian wrong. My goodness me. Come on. The Victorian, of course you can get like steampunk inspired one, but like actual Victorian dice, a lot of them are wooden. You can find there too. Emerald green Victorian. Oh my goodness. The dice are so cool. You can have them as little keychains, little pendants for your necklaces, bracelet pendants, little keychain bracelet pendants, things like that. Very cool. Antique boxes. Oh my gosh, there's one here that's posted on the screen. Antique box. It looks like almost like a Daguerreau type case. It's got Queen Victoria's profile on there. Very cool. Beautifully carved. These dice boxes are cool to see too. If you have any collection of those, they are very cool. So yes, the dice has been around. The die has been around. The dice have been around for a while, as players typically throw dice into a flat surface from their hands or a cup. The uppermost face of the die after it comes to rest determines the value of the throw. There are many different games and variations of games out there. Maybe you've made your own game before. There's a lot of really cool ones. So again, lots of cool things when it comes to playing the game of dice, maybe even collecting them as well. And of course, if you, like my aunt used to have in her car, the big fluffy dice that she had them in her, I think, does she still have them? I think maybe she still has them. The big fluffy, I remember growing up as a kid, she always had the big fluffy dice that she would put in her, on her mirror in her car. Always cool to see that because she lived in Nevada for a bit, so it's cool to see that. Let's see some other days recognized. It is Cabernet Franc Day today. It is not a Wine Down Wednesday, but you can, of course, still enjoy a nice glass of wine. Also known as Cab Franc Day, this is a day to learn more about this kind of wine. It's often referred to as the father of another popular wine, Cabernet Sauvignon. This is because Cabernet Franc and Sauvignon Blanc formed together to make Cabernet Sauvignon. Cabernet Franc is usually used as the blending grape in Bordeaux. This black grape is usually blended with Merlot, Petit Verdot, and Malbec. All those fancy words, right? However, lovers of this grape want people to know that Cab Franc is so much more than a blending grape. The grape makes a delicious medium-bodied red wine. It produces a mouth-watering taste and bell pepper-like flavors. Other flavors incorporated and associated with the wine include raspberry, black cherry, they said raspberry twice. So I think they did that on purpose. Hey, that raspberry is the one to get. And also chili pepper too. Now, of course, some good pairings include meats: roasted pork, beef stew, turkey with cranberry, or roasted lamb. Very good. Cheeses, including feta, goat cheese, and blue cheese. Vegetables, including roasted bell peppers, grilled eggplant, mushrooms, and spinach. And also some herbs and spices can be in that too, including dishes that are seasoned with oregano, sage, red pepper flakes, and jalapeno. So again, another name for Cabernet Franc include Bordeaux, Bouchy, Cabernet Franco, and Cabernet Franc. The wine first became popular in France during the 1600s. It wasn't until 100 years later that the grape was planted elsewhere. Now, today it's produced in California, New York, Washington, Chile, Argentina, South Africa, Italy, and New Zealand. Some other days recognized today. Get those lists ready. It is Santa's List Day, celebrating the day that Santa puts together his list of naughty and nice children. It's also a day for kids to start working on their holiday wish lists as well. So many different things that you can choose out there, folks. The older I get, the less I want for Christmas in terms of physical items. I'm like, I don't know, maybe a new scarf, but I already have so many scarves. Do I need a new jacket? I've got those already. Shoes, maybe, yes. Maybe some new clothes. But I don't know. I don't know. Jewelry, maybe? I don't know. There's a lot of things that I'm like, I remember as a kid having a big list. I remember a lot of kids have big lists, right? Usually. I remember as a kid having a big list. Only could get so much, of course, understandably. But now that I'm older, I'm like, I don't know. My parents are like, what do you want for Christmas? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Just happy to be with everyone that I love, really, is what it is. So there you go. It is the National Day calendar. You can also check out nationaltoday.com. Nationaltoday.com is also where you can check it out. Wear brown shoes day. You know what? I was so close to wearing my brown shoes today. I decided to wear black shoes. I was thinking about it. I was like, should I wear my brown shoes today or my black shoes? I should have worn my brown shoes today because it is Wear Brown Shoes Day. So I guess I missed out on that one. Oh well. I wore them yesterday, so it's fine. No, 2 days ago I did. I wore black shoes also yesterday. Oh my goodness, there's so many other days too. But if you want to check out more information, check it out at nationaltoday.com and National Day Calendar. We've got our next interview coming up here in just a little bit. Stay tuned here on WRMN. This is Matt McNeil taking you out to lunch.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 12 o'clock.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Hot Hands. Dangerous wind chills are headed this way as a cold front brings a quick blast of Arctic air today, according to the National Weather Service. Light snow is possible with less than an inch expected before it ends tonight. Temperatures will drop from a high of 34 today to just 17 on Thursday, with wind chills plunging to 20 below zero tonight, Thursday morning, and again Thursday evening. Hoffman Estates leaders have given the green light to a new luxury apartment project on the former Menards site along Higgins Road. The plan calls for 2 buildings with a total of 335 units, plus amenities like a gym, pool, pickleball courts, and shared workspaces. Trustee Garrett Stanton cast the only no vote, criticizing the decision to build the first structure closer to the road. The board approved up to $8 million in TIF funds if both buildings are completed, with local businesses saying they welcome the boost in foot traffic. Nearly 44% of U.S. truck driving schools could close after a federal review found many failed to meet training requirements. About 3,000 schools face certification revocation within 30 days, and another 4,500 are warned students at uncertified schools may have to transfer elsewhere. Naperville officials say a city contractor was killed Monday evening after a freight train struck his snow removal equipment on the south platform of the Naperville train station. City manager Doug Krieger confirmed the man was working in the 100 block of East 4th Avenue when the eastbound train hit. Krieger called the incident a profound tragedy. Aurora police say an officer fired a single shot Tuesday morning, striking the vehicle of a man who was allegedly posing as law enforcement. It started around 9:33 a.m. when a driver reported being followed by a 48-year-old man who displayed a gun and tried to pull him over. Officers found the suspect at 4th Avenue and South State Street, where the shots were fired. No one was injured. The man, who police say has no law enforcement affiliation, was taken into custody. The officer is now under review by the Deadly Force Investigative Team. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
Find what you love, love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer, thousands of wines. Walk right through the door. It's all here to explore. With guides in the know and prices so low, it just might blow your mind. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Progressive knows there are some surprisingly expensive things in life, like frames, because you found a classic 70s concert poster. But when you went to get it framed, you realized the frame will cost about 4 times the amount of the poster, which is actually absurd because no one will be looking at the frame, and if they are, then you severely overestimated how cool this poster is. But then you remember by switching your home and auto to Progressive, you could save hundreds and put it towards a classic 70s concert poster in an absurdly overpriced frame. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. Huge NFC North game this Sunday at Lambeau Field when the Packers host the Bears. Chicago on top of the division. They're 9-3-0. The Packers are 8-3-1. Chicago with wins in 5 straight. Green Bay's won 3 in a row. Green Bay's coming off their Thanksgiving Day victory over the Lions, 31-24. That dropped Detroit to 3rd in the division at 7-5-0. The Bears played last Friday, a 24-15 win over the defending Super Bowl champion Eagles. The Magic beat the Bulls 125-120 last night. 20 points 11 rebounds for Nikola Vukovic as the Bulls drop to 3-9 on the road, 9-11 overall. 4 straight losses for the Bulls, who also got 22 points from Josh Giddey. The Blackhawks visit the Golden Knights tonight. It's the first of a 4-game road trip that sees them head to Los Angeles for games Thursday and Saturday. Then on Sunday, a matchup at Anaheim. Save big when you bundle auto and home, renters, or condo with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Brought to you by Hot Hands, America's favorite hand warmers. Today, sunny with a high near 18. Temperatures falling to around 8 in the afternoon. It feels like 0. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 3. Temperatures rising to around 10 overnight. It feels like 18. Tomorrow, partly sunny with a high near 28. Currently, it is 14 with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. Do you feel stupid for buying a timeshare? Don't. It's not your fault. You were most likely told you could rent it, and it was a great financial investment. And the deal was available today only. If this happened to you, contact your resort or Wesley Financial Group for help today.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-791-1313. 800-79.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
And welcome, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town. We're broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. We hope you're enjoying the afternoon time as it is in our 12 o'clock segment here on Out to Lunch. Beautiful sunny day outside today as we see it. If we look out our windows, we can enjoy the beauty of nature and the sun, the beautiful blue skies. Despite it being very cold, make sure that you are in a nice warm area, a nice warming center to have, of course, to comfort up in, right? Maybe curl up in a blanket today. It is Thursday. We are getting closer to the weekend, and you are listening to WRMN. Don't forget, we are also live on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. If you want to hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell. You can always keep yourself up to date and in the loop on what's happening here in the Fox River Valley and what's going on here on WRMN AM 1410. Now, as we know, art is essential in any community that you are a part of, right? Art is so essential to convey meaning, thoughts, words, pictures, color, and just so much expression that we as humans have. And another element to art that's so important is music, listening to the tunes, and especially having someone perform music as well, someone who may have many years of experience in music, in particular, maybe even over 30 years. Well, we have here today Jim Witter. He's been entertaining crowds for over 30 years, whether it's been his original music, the music of Billy Joel or Elton John. He has versatility as an artist that has allowed him the opportunity to reach out and share his music and his infectious personality with audiences all across Canada, the United States, the UK, Dubai, and even in the Netherlands. And he's going to be performing at the Elgin Community College Arts Center coming up very soon. And we have him here calling in to the station today. Thank you, Jim, for joining us. How are you doing this afternoon?
Oh, I am so great, Matt. How are you today?
Very good. I'm so glad you were able to take the time and energy to call us in today. We greatly appreciate it. Very much so, Jim. So, Jim, introduce yourself to our audience members.
Yeah, so my name is Jim Witter. I have been to the Elgin Community College now. Oh, gosh, I'm going to guess this trip this weekend is going to be my fourth. Oh, boy. I hope I've got that number right. But I've been there with my band to perform, the nostalgia shows that we do, the music of Billy Joel and Elton John, the hits of Simon and Garfunkel, and of course this weekend we're coming in because it is the season, and it's the season of my favorite genre of music, and we're coming in to perform a whole bunch of great Christmas songs this weekend.
Oh, that is so exciting! Now, how did you hear about ECC? What connected you to the Arts Center?
Oh, wow. That's a really interesting question. So Tommy, who is the director there, Tommy started out bringing me to shows in Palos Hills, and I think I performed 10 times at least in Palos Hills. Now Tommy's moved to Elgin and said, I'm bringing you with me. And I said, okay, let's do it.
Awesome. Oh, that's so cool. So this is an upcoming show. This is at ECC. It is a Christmas memory show coming up, described as a nostalgic journey through holiday classics. When you think of Christmas's past, what personal holiday memories does this show bring to mind for you personally, and what do you hope people can get out of this?
Oh, that's a really great question. And I will tell you, personally for me, the Christmas season and music were always synonymous with each other. And my family, I grew up in a very musical family. My mother was very musical. My childhood was just, there was always live music being played in the house, or there was, the stereo was blasting. And at this time of year, my mom would haul out all the sheet music, and she would just often just sit down at the piano, like in the middle of the afternoon, and play Christmas songs. And so for me, the music of Christmas reminds me of family gatherings and Christmas Eve open house at our place and music nights, which we've carried on the tradition in our family, where we have a night where everyone just comes over and we sit around the piano and we have a party, and it's family and friends, and the house is full, and we just sing all night long. So the holiday season, I would say for me, music is even a bigger part of it than like a lot of people talk about, Christmas shopping and all that. Mm-hmm. That's kind of secondary for us. It's all about the music.
Absolutely. It's spending time with people that you love. It's expressing yourself and creating those long-lasting memories. I think that's fantastic. Yep. That's great. And I have to say, too, you have quite the career. You've built a career on both original songs and powerful tribute and cover shows. So what kind of draws you to create these different shows? And how is playing Christmas music different for you compared to other shows that you've done, like The Piano Man, for example, or The Piano Men?
Right. Well, I've always felt like the shows that I produce, these nostalgic shows, and they all are very steeped in nostalgia, The power of the music to take us back to a simpler time in our lives. I mean, I hear a particular Billy Joel song or a particular Elton John song or a particular Beatles song, and I remember very specific memories associated with that song, and sometimes even smells and locations. And I think music has this power to sort of snap us back. And because Christmas was always just such a special time for me when I was a child, when I hear songs, particular Christmas songs like the Christmas song, Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire, or Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, or Let It Snow. I'm instantly back. I'm a child again. My family is all gathered around, and the warm memories that music brings me and instantly transports me back to a very particular time. I think it has the power to do that for all of us, and I love the fact that we can all sort of have our own special memories that these songs bring us, and that's just what the whole evening is all about.
Absolutely. I think that's why so many people love, like, even playing Christmas music early is to embark on that memory again of, oh my goodness, I remember when I was a kid and it was snowing, and this was back in I don't know, 1999 or something. I mean, a lot of the songs, the traditional Christmas songs that I hear, I always remember, going back into a specific time where I remember when I was like 4 years old listening to that song in the car, driving at night, looking at Christmas decorations, or going to a chestnut roasting event or something like that. So bringing those memories is again, you take people on this nostalgic journey, this musical journey. It rekindles that joy, that wonder, and that true spirit of Christmas. And
I've got a confession to make, T. Matt. I'm sure you probably know that Spotify came up with its Wrapped. You know what that is, right? At the end of the year, when they spit out all the songs you listened to through the year.
Oh yes.
And it came out yesterday, and I showed my wife. I turned the phone to her and I said, "Look what my top genre was," and she started laughing. It's Christmas music.
Yep.
And I will admit to you, I will confess to you right now that throughout the entire year, when I'm having a challenging time, or I'm just feeling, stressed out, or life's getting just a little too busy, I will literally close my eyes, put my earbuds in, and put on like Carpenter's Christmas Portrait. Doesn't matter if it's the middle of July, and I'll listen to that, and it instantly makes me smile, makes me feel nostalgic, makes me and sometimes it cools me down a little bit as well too in the heat wave. But that music for me stays with me all year.
I love that. And I know many people who also love that too. My mom loves watching Hallmark movies that are like, I think they have like a Christmas in July Hallmark series. She loves watching those. I watch them with her too. So it's always fun to have that.
Yep, absolutely.
Very cool. And now, of course, you've done many traditional songs. Many audiences know about this, of course. Have you ever reinterpreted them into your own style? And if so, how do you do that?
Yeah, I mean, I think I put my own twist on pretty much all of these songs, but not in a way that is going to make people jar people out of their seats and make them go, "Oh, I don't like that." And often I will, without even knowing it. Like when I sing "Blue Christmas," I put a little Elvis in there. I don't really mean to, but I put a little Elvis in there because that music is in my DNA, and as much as I like to try to bring my own flavor to it, my own interpretation to a lot of these songs, you just can't help but recreating some of the vocal inflections and styles that a lot of the famous renditions that we know of these songs.
Absolutely. And you recognize it, you hear it for so many years, and then when you sing it, you try to recognize the notes, and the notes and how it's, the tone of the voice that's being used too. So of course it's going to come out when you sing Blue Christmas, right? I love that.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
Yep.
Now, of course, you're performing at the ECC Arts Center. What makes ECC stage special for a show like yours? What are you most looking forward to for December 6th?
Well, it's a beautiful theater. It's a bit on the smaller side. You know, we play in some larger halls, and I prefer the intimate setting, especially for a show like this, where, you know, because I do share a lot of my own personal Christmas memories with the audience during the show. There's a segment where I sit on the edge of the stage and I grab my ukulele and play some, you know, songs for the younger kids, and there's a segment in the show where I go out in the audience and you know, we have a little game of name that Christmas tune, and so being able to have an audience that's really feels like they're really close to me, it just makes the whole thing feel like we're just having a music night in my living room.
Absolutely. I love that too. It's that small hometown feel. It's very cozy. You feel connected to the audience, especially
You really do.
Yeah, especially in a smaller setting too. That works really great. Well, Jim, this is coming up December 6th. What's the time and how can people find more information?
Well, you're asking me a question that I'm pretty sure the show starts at 7:30.
I think that's what I'm seeing here on the on the map of things.
I'm in the car right now on my way to rehearsal, so I don't know. I'm going to guess that people can go on the Elgin Community College website to purchase tickets. There's got to be a number for the box office, Matt. I'm sorry that I don't have it. I don't know if you have that accessible and you're able to share it with folks. But I think most people nowadays buy their tickets online. Am I right?
They sure do, yes. So, folks, if you want to check out more information, go to elgin.edu/calendar. You can also contact the Box Office Arts Center at elgin.edu or call their number 847-622-0300. Jim, thank you so much for joining us. We wish you best of luck. And before we let you go, of course, you know, you've had a long, diverse career and you've lightly, witnessed so many different things. What do you hope people can get out of this experience? And looking ahead, how do you see your career evolving as well, too?
Wow. If I had a crystal ball, I would just love to be still connecting with audiences in live performance settings like this, you know, years to come. People ask me, I'm 61 years old now, Matt. People ask me, oh, are you going to be retiring soon? And I say to them, are you kidding me? Like, it's the greatest job in the world. I get to travel all around. I get to perform in beautiful theaters with a group of amazing musicians for just the most wonderful audiences. Why would I ever want to stop doing that? Right. So as far as looking ahead down the road, I'm just hoping that I can still be doing this 10 years. Heck, why not like McCartney? 83 now, and he's still on the road.
Yeah.
If he can do it, and I can certainly aspire to that. And then as far as Saturday evening goes at the Elgin Community College Performing Arts Center, I'm just hoping that people will leave there, can bring a little bit of the magic of the season to folks. Maybe if people are, a lot of times people get stressed out at this time of year. I will admit that. As much as I love Christmas, I do find it a bit of a stressful time with all that we have to do and making our lists and shopping and planning events and going to events. It's a stressful time. And I'm just really hoping that the evening that we have on Saturday, folks can just sit back for a couple of hours and just reminisce and sing along or just listen and just let the music of the season bring the spirit of the season to us all.
Absolutely. Jim, thanks so much for joining us today. Folks, you can check out more information, eccartscenter.org. That's Saturday, December 6th. I'm seeing 7 o'clock, and that's the time there. Yep. And prices are $50, 20 for children 12 and under. Enjoy this great experience. Let Jim himself here take you on that nostalgic musical journey that rekindles the joy, wonder, and true spirit of Christmas. Jim, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Matt. Take care.
All right, you too. Best of luck. All right, that was Jim Witter calling in here. He is on his way to his rehearsal, and you can experience the magic of the season at ECC Arts Center, and it is with his incredible band with Jim, transporting you to Christmases past with Christmas memories. This heartwarming holiday celebration features timeless favorites like Winter Wonderland, Let There Be Peace on Earth, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree, and a whole lot more. Check out more info. You can book now for the time, that is Saturday, December 6th, and that is at 7 o'clock. You can view it at eccartcenter.org for more info. If you want to find more information about Jim himself, too, you can actually check out his website. That's jimwitter.ca. He has a lot of different tours that are coming up here, too. You can check out some really cool quotes and other things, too. Different shows that he's got, videos, music, reviews, bio, contact information, fan page, everything that's there too. You can also check him out on those social media pages as well. So don't forget to do that also. Great man, of course, passionate about what he does, many years of experience, and hopefully, of course, many, many more as well. Best of luck to you, Mr. Witter, Jim. And I know that he's from Canada too. Very cool. Very nice. He is a Canadian award-winning country music and also a Christian music singer and songwriter. 10 of Witter's songs reached to the top 10 on Canada's country radio. Very, very cool. So, folks, please feel free to check out more information. This is coming up here, and that will be in a couple days. That is December 6th, so that is this Saturday. You can book those tickets. Check it out. That's, again, at elgin.edu and ECC Arts Center's website. With the remainder of the time here, let's continue on and go through what are some other things happening locally in the Fox River Valley area. Of course, you can always go to exploreelginarea.com for more info. You can also go to the What's Happening pages. Always good to do that. See what is being held at different businesses, organizations, clubs, of course, libraries. There's so many different things that are coming up. Different markets are coming up here too that we definitely want to discuss and talk more about. So let's get started with some of that for the remainder of this time before we kick it off to our bottom of the hour news and messages from our sponsors and then into our Tradio segment. Coming up today, this is happening from 5 p.m. It does go until 9 p.m. tonight. You can go to the Christmas Light Show. This is at Gilbert's Farm, and it is located in Pingree Grove. This is the Christmas Light Show. 2 spectacular shows, including the Larson's Light Show and Gilbert's Drive-Thru. This is where you can take that magical journey through their apple orchard, transformed into a glowing winter wonderland. Now it's filled with those beautiful synchronized lights, holiday scenes, and festive music. Guests remain in their vehicles for the entire drive-thru as they wind through the illuminated path. The experience typically lasts 12 to 20 minutes, depending on traffic. Larson's Light Show is a fully programmed 30-minute show featuring the iconic Larson home. Watch the house explode with color and energy through perfectly synchronized lights, strobes, spark machines, and of course also some cool fog effects and real fire pyro elements. Every song is uniquely choreographed to bring the entire house to life. And guests remain in their vehicles for that entire show as well, unless you purchase an outdoor viewing experience ticket. Check out more information. You can go to their website at Gobert's. That's Gobert's Farm. They're located at 42W813 Ranking Road in Pingree Grove. Great place to go to. And again, usually think of those pumpkin farms, those farms as just for the summer and fall, especially fall time. But they've got some cool winter activities that you can partake in. Let's see some other things that are also happening coming up pretty soon. Today at 4 p.m. until 6, there is at the main library at Gail Borden Public Library a holiday Santa photo opportunity. Ho, 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 Santa will be taking those pictures, and families can join in before the holidays. And a bonus, families who show that they have checked out a book will receive a special photo keepsake. Please register for one 30-minute time slot. I do believe it's pretty full. Yes, it's closed. It's full. people have already registered. So it's pretty full already. So I wanted to let you know about that. But you could probably still pass by and see them nonetheless. There's also the Hampshire's Chocolate Walk Ladies Night coming up tonight from 4 until 8 p.m. Enjoy some delicious chocolates. Maybe even a little bit of some alcohol in there too. Maybe an espresso martini. Sounds pretty good to pair with some chocolates. Visit all participating businesses and collect the chocolates, treats, and beverage samples. Holiday shop, dine in and or enjoy a beverage or a treat at each location. Coming up tonight, registration is $20. Register by November 21st to guarantee a gift bag. There might maybe be some space left over, but you'll have to double check on this organization's website for more details. So many other good things that are coming up here as well. We will definitely be talking about them while the time allows. Wanted to let you know, of course, here that we are getting into our Tradio segment coming up very shortly. If you are interested in buying, selling, trading, and or announcing to the Fox River Valley area, then of course, feel free to call in at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. We've also got some other local programming coming up as well, too. We'll talk a little bit about that. Don't forget, of course, you are listening to WRMN. You can find us on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. I'm in the process of getting our interviews uploaded here. Recently uploaded within the past 24 hours. We've got Wise Coffee Chat from yesterday. What's in Elliot's Mouth from today. 10 o'clock news is posted. And then we'll get the Boys and Girls Club and Jim Witter interviews also posted as well. Stay tuned for more here on Out to Lunch.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Rain-X. Naperville officials say a city contractor was killed Monday evening after a freight train struck his snow removal equipment on the south platform of the Naperville train station. City manager Doug Krieger confirmed the man was working in the 100 block of East 4th Avenue when the eastbound train hit. Krieger called the incident a profound tragedy. Aurora police say an officer fired a single shot Tuesday morning, striking the vehicle of a man who was allegedly posing as law enforcement. It started around 9:33 a.m. when a driver reported being followed by a 48-year-old man who displayed a gun and tried to pull him over. Officers found the suspect at 4th Avenue and South State Street, where the shots were fired. No one was injured. The man, who police say has no law enforcement affiliation, was taken into custody. The officer is now under review by the Deadly Force Investigative Team. Dangerous wind chills are headed this way as a cold front brings a quick blast of Arctic air today, according to the National Weather Service. Light snow is possible with less than an inch expected before it ends tonight. Temperatures will drop from a high of 34 today to just 17 on Thursday, with wind chills plunging to 20 below zero tonight, Thursday morning, and again Thursday evening. Hoffman Estates leaders have given the green light to a new luxury apartment project on the former Menards site along Higgins Road. The plan calls for 2 buildings with a total of 335 units, plus amenities like a gym, pool, pickleball courts, and shared workspaces. Trustee Garrett Stanton cast the only no vote, criticizing the decision to build the first structure closer to the road. The board approved up to $8 million in TIF funds if both buildings are completed, with local businesses saying they welcome the boost in foot traffic. Nearly 44% of U.S. truck driving schools could close after a federal review found many failed to meet training requirements. About 3,000 schools face certification revocation within 30 days, and another 4,500 are warned students at uncertified schools may have to transfer elsewhere. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
Working as a dedicated Fidelity advisor, I always ask, what's important to you? I'll look at those priorities and goals alongside your full financial picture to build a comprehensive plan designed to help grow and protect your wealth. With proactive portfolio insights and an eye on taxes, I'm here to help you make the most of your money. I'm Laura Maxwell, and I'm a dedicated Fidelity advisor. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing new Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals. And it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with new Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Get ready for an unforgettable night out in downtown St. Charles at O Shows, where live music, dining, and entertainment come alive. Visit the iconic Arcada Theater at 105 East Main Street and experience the venue voted Chicagoland's premier entertainment destination. Whether you're enjoying a headliner concert, dining at Rock and Ravioli, or hitting the speakeasy at Club Arcada, O-Shows creates memories. Tickets and event info at oshows.com, and you can call 630-962-7000. That's 630-962-7000. Make your reservation, bring your friends, and plan your next event at O-Shows. Live music, dining, and entertainment, all in one place. Visit oshows.com and join the fun tonight. Supporter of the America's First Responder Fest.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Hot Hands, America's favorite hand warmers. This afternoon, sunny with a high near 18, temperatures falling to around 8. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 3, temperatures rising to around 10 overnight. Tomorrow, partly sunny with a high near 28. Currently, it is 15 with mainly clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
The holidays are back at Starbucks, so share the season with a peppermint mocha. Starbucks signature espresso, velvety mocha, and cool peppermint notes, topped with whipped cream and dark chocolate curls. Together is the best place to be at Starbucks.
Find what you love and love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, find what you love only at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly, B21.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN. Been having some great interviews today. Some absolutely wonderful people who are making a difference in the community. And that is so important to recognize. And that's what we do here on WRMN. We want to hear your stories. We want to recognize what you are doing in the community and for the community. So please, if you would love to come on the air, we would love to have you. We will set up a time. I'm in the process of getting some more folks on for next week. Please feel free to reach out to us. You can call us at 847-741-7700. Please feel free to email any of us too. You can email me, Matt McNeil, or just Matt, M-A-T-T, at WRMN1410.com. You can email Dennis, that's Sonar at WRMN1410.com. Dino at WRMN1410.com. Dino has his show tomorrow, Dino's Night Out. That is from 2 until 4 o'clock. Going to be a good show. He's going to be having Mike Patty on. So he's going to be it's going to be a good show. So definitely stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up tomorrow. It is a good show. It's going to be Lost Hits Radio Live. It's going to be fun. So stay tuned for that. Good stuff, of course, in the works as well for next week and following. We want to, of course, let you know what is coming up here with local programming. But before we do that, we have our Tradio segment. Let's go through those Tradio callers. Now, don't forget, you can call in today at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. Or also feel free to reach out to us through the text line at 505-926-1410. I know that someone did send over a picture not too long ago. I'm trying to remember what it was. If I scroll through, let me go in. Oh, yes, it was Greg. So Greg, again, he's looking for some bicycles, late 1800s to the 1970s, parts, pieces, and or accessories. He also has a 312 Goose Island bicycle, and he did share a picture with us yesterday. I failed to put it up on the screen on time, so I'm doing so now. This is the 312, the 312 bike. It's in that almost mustard yellow color, like that Heinz mustard yellow color. Almost has a even very, very slight, like green tone to it, just ever so slightly. If you recognize colors, you can tell there's just ever so slightly a little bit of a greenness to it, but very nice bike. He has it available if anyone is interested. I've got it up on the screen here on YouTube if you're watching. Beautiful bike, well put together tires, very clean. Check it out for more information. And again, thank you again to Greg for letting me know about that. That's 847-962-6033. Thank you, Greg, of course, for sending that information out to us. And again, you can also contact him at 847-884-6033. That's 847-884-6033. And again, he's got that for $125. He's also looking for old gas tether cars as well as racing go-karts. He also has that Lionel Pioneer Zephyr that's 4 feet long in excellent condition, and the $500 Hamilton Beach 3-head milkshake maker. Some other Tradio callers here. We have Jackie looking for an Avon representative in the area. Someone out there might know someone. That's 847-347-0057. 847-347-0057 is that number to dial. We've got Jeff looking for trains, preferably cars, but any train memorabilia will do. That number to dial is 630-251-2956. Again, that is 630-251-2956. Feel free to reach out to him. And I know he recently sent us some pictures. There's nothing like cookies and coffees in the shop first thing in the morning. This was at 8 o'clock in the morning. He's got that nice cup of coffee there. It's a Ford Mustang cup. He's got his Craftsman there, nice cookie, and getting ready to make some fantastic wooden items. Very cool, of course. Thank you, of course, for sending that. Very nice as always. Some other things here as well, too. We've got some other Tradio callers. We have a Tradio caller that has that RV fridge for sale for $400, and it's an LP gas AC/DC fridge for an RV. Very good if you're traveling. He also has a set of tires. There's a set of 4 of them. They're 245 by 60 by 18. They are run flat tires. He'll take $200 for the set of 4. He's located in McHenry. If you want to reach out to him, that number to dial is 815-245-0670. That's 815-245-0670. Couple Tradio callers from yesterday calling in. We have a Tradio caller looking for a pre-admission testing truck, a truck that is from pre-admission testing times. So if you're interested, reach out to her, ask for Paul. That number is 847-531-6383. That's 847-531-6383. And then another Tradio caller here, Lorraine, is selling or getting rid of some stuff. She is moving, and she has an antique hutch. It's in great condition, great one for storage. She also has some exercise equipment, and she also does have a television stand. And again, she's trying to just give those away. So please feel free to reach out to Lorraine today. That number to dial is 847-287-5687. 847-287-5687. That's the number to dial. And those are the Tradio callers that have called in. If you want to add yourself to the list, you know that number. It's 847-931-1410. Wanted to go through some other things, our local programming that's coming up today. We've got What's Cooking Today with Michael Horn coming up. That is from 1 until 2 o'clock. On today's show, he's going to be kicking it off with Robert Ferreira, breaking down Google's top searches of 2025, highlighting the people, moments, and trends that capture the world's attention. Then Jennifer Jolly shares her holiday gift guide. Quirky and surprising stories today include a French snail heist, Thanksgiving mishaps with Ocean Spray and Del Monte, And then also Ashton Martin partnering with Tom Holland's non-alcoholic beer, a Waymo car driving into a police standoff, and also a giant bear living under a California man's home. Lots of weird, wacky, and interesting stories. That's what you can find on What's Cooking Today, including food, wine, travel, lifestyle, and entertainment. That is with Michael Horn on CRN. Always good to listen to his tunes, his Grazing in the Grass intro song and outro. Always good to listen to that one and hear that. It was when Steve Thorne had played it recently a couple shows ago on Music Memories, and I recognized it. I was like, hey, that's the intro and the outro to What's Cooking Today. Also coming up here, too, for Friday, we've got some great shows and lineups as well. We've got, of course, Fridays with the Finest. That is with Chief Lally. She's going to be discussing, of course, things happening in the Elgin area with the police department. And, of course, the open house is Saturday. Dino and I will be out there, and we're going to be taking some pictures and videos and doing some interviews. It's going to be a good time, so stay tuned for that. We also do have, of course, Community Spotlight Show with Steve Thorne. That's coming up tomorrow. That will be starting at 9:30 until 10. And then from 10 to 11, it is Music Memories. And then from 11 to 12, it's Out to Lunch. And then from 12 until 1 o'clock, we have the Life Experiences with William Pellerinos. He's going to be having a guest, a 7-Eleven store clerk who was a victim of a violent armed robbery. And he's going to tell his story of the robbery. So that will be coming up tomorrow, and more coming up in just a bit into Friday. Fun things on Saturday to look forward to. Don't forget the holiday, Magic on Main Street, Village of Burlington's also coming up on Saturday. That should be a fun time as well. Be out there supporting Burlington as well. So very good to check that out. I know Mary Kay Wilson was recently on the air yesterday. You can find that on the previous show for the morning show posted on our YouTube channel. So lots of good things that are out there. We'll talk more about what's happening locally in the Fox River Valley area. And we'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN. Stay tuned.
The only thing between you and your best self is the start button. This Cyber Monday, explore the world with Nordic Track. From the peaks of Peru to the streets of Paris, every workout moves you somewhere new with iFit trainers leading the way. The equipment's amazing, smooth, quiet, and those screens make it all feel real. Ready to start your next workout adventure with the #1 treadmill brand in the U.S.? Shop NordicTrack.com for Cyber Monday savings. Nordic Track. Train anywhere, explore everywhere.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Live Like Rue Foundation is a 501c3 charitable organization that assists owners and their pets through a cancer diagnosis by providing financial and emotional support. In memory of a dog named Rue, the foundation helps local shelters and rescuers by sponsoring animals with cancer who do not yet have a forever home. Live Like Rue is a beacon of light during a dark time. For support for your pet or to donate or volunteer, please go to livelikeRue.org. Again, livelikeRue.org.
The road ahead can be unpredictable, but with the right partner, you're always moving forward. At Heartland Bank in Hampshire, we're with you. Every mile, every milestone. From savings to small business lending, we offer local decisions and personal service that gets you where you're going. Stop in at 819 Warner Street or call 847-683-4444. Heartland Bank, proud sponsor of America's First Responders Fest.
Systems run everything. Government, economy, media, justice. They shape your choices, your opportunities, your future. But do they work for you or against you? On Apolitical Talk Show, we break them down. Not to destroy, but to understand. Because if you don't see how the system works, you won't see when it's being manipulated or who's benefiting from it. Power belongs to those who know the rules, challenge the loopholes, and demand accountability. That starts with knowledge. That starts here. Join us weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. as we uncover what's really happening behind the headlines. so you can decide for yourself what's fair, what's broken, and what needs to change. A political talk show, breaking down the systems to build them up together. Right here, weekdays 4 to 6 on WRMN, the talk of the town.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN. So many different things that are happening. We want to talk about them with you. Stay tuned for more here on WRMN's Out to Lunch. Got about 10 minutes left here. We have so many different events that are coming up here and little articles that we want to read to you, telling you what is going on. Oh my goodness, there's so many different things. And I've got lots of different pages that are up on my screen ready to talk about with you, the listeners out there. There are so many different things coming up and only so much time to talk about them. So we'll definitely go through quite a few different things that are coming up here in the Fox River Valley area that you don't want to miss out on. So let's see what's going on here. We've got some great upcoming events. Starting off here, we wanted to also recognize or, I wouldn't say pay tribute to, but recognize different accomplishments of things as well. So if you go onto any specific postings, websites, what's happening in Elgin, St. Charles, Geneva, all those ones, you can find a lot of these different things that are posted. So especially news outlets and things like that, which are very important to recognize. And especially in our local community, it's important to recognize that. So recently posted by Elgin Community College, they appreciate Representative McComey joining them on campus. This was on Tuesday to discuss the future of Elgin Community College with the construction of the Manufacturing and Technology Center. They say, thank you for your partnership and commitment to expanding opportunities for our students. The future of ECC is taking shape one beam at a time. So they've got some great pictures there from that event that happened on Tuesday, and you can check out more information on the Elgin Community College's post on Facebook. That was a recent happening. Pads of Elgin Incorporated recently posted a heartfelt thank you to the Elgin Women's Club for their generous donation of $350 in gift cards to their shelter. Their thoughtfulness and support mean the world to our guests, as they write, and help us provide essential resources to those in need. We're so grateful to have community partners like you who are committed to making a difference in the lives of our neighbors. Thank you for your continued dedication to serving our community. That is fantastic. I love it. I got to give it a like. Very, very nice. That's the Pads of Elgin. Upcoming events you don't want to miss at the Gail Borden Public Library. Oh my goodness. Tonight they've got a Creating the Happiest Place on Earth Holiday Posada coming up on the 6th. The 16th, a visit with Jane Austen. I mentioned that one too. And so much more that you can stay tuned on their Facebook page and their website. The Northern Illinois Food Bank says a thank you to Consumers Credit Union for the generous $100,000 donation. They're truly grateful for your partnership. That is fantastic. Again, they're a lifeline for thousands of families. Very cool. Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce also recently posted here as well, looking to upgrade the flooring at your business. There's a nice opportunity to save at the warehouse sale that they're having December 8th through the 12th. They're having a warehouse sale. I almost said whale house. I didn't mean that. Excuse me. Warehouse sale that's open daily. That is at 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. at 740 Church Road in Elgin. This is walk-in or by appointment. You can select so many different cool designs of flooring. Definitely get into the swing of things for the new season and 2026, recently posted by the Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce. Other things here as well, too. You can explore Elgin with cozy drinks enthusiasts out there. The Elgin Area Coffee Trail has put on its warmest sweater and ready for the holidays. Swap your iced lattes for steaming mugs and dive into a world of seasonal magic while supporting some incredible local businesses. Have you ever checked your digital passport lately? There are always new stamps and new seasonal flavors waiting to be checked out. Of course, Sugar and Rhyme being one of them, recently had them on the air and enjoyed that tiramisu. And I'm also eyeing that Peppermint Dream, looks pretty good too. Lots of other good places that you can check out. Irish coffee around the area as well. So that's exploreelginaria.com. Definitely always want to check them out. Always fun events that are also coming up on their pages that they report on, which is great. Let's see some other things here as well. Aurora Downtown Alliance recently posted. The Cocoa Crawl is back in town in Aurora, Friday, December 5th, and that also runs through till December 9th. Or I'm sorry, excuse me, it is only Friday, December 5th from 5 until 9. I read that 9 at the end and I thought it was the date. You can bundle up in the family and kick off the holiday season with one of their favorite First Fridays tradition. It's the 2025 Cocoa Crawl. From festive hot cocoa creations to special holiday treats, live music, art pop-ups, shopping, and kid-friendly fun, downtown Aurora is the place to be. So you can pick up your Cocoa Crawl map and visit your favorite shops all throughout downtown Aurora. Recently posted on the Downtown Aurora Downtown Alliance Facebook page, they do have the map available. So if you want to take a look at it, I've got it up on the screen. It does go through all the different restaurants, retail, art, entertainment, museums, and more that are a part of Aurora and what they're going to be doing for the Cocoa Crawl and the participants there. So you can grab those mugs and enjoy some delicious hot cocoa and more specialties and treats. Some other things here, they also did post as well. December 5th is their first Fridays at Society 57 on South River Street. That is in the downtown Aurora area. That's from 5 until 9. They're going to be having some great music, including Vince Guaraldi's Christmas Jazz, including Colin Kempschroeder's trio. Portals and Radiation by New Works by artist Kyle Reeves. There's also going to be cocktails, food trucks, Cocoa Crawl, as well as Mercado in Aurora, and so much more. So check that out. That's coming up tomorrow. That's their first Fridays in downtown Aurora. That is from 5 until 9 o'clock. So many other great holiday happenings as well. Fox River Med Spa is opening their doors for a festive night of celebration. That's coming up here pretty soon, so you can stay tuned for that. They recently posted that under Algonquin and Lake in the Hills Chamber of Commerce. They have some great event highlights there. Their open house for all clients and chamber guests. You can find that posted on there. That's Tuesday, December 9th at 5 p.m. That multi-chamber party and holiday open house. Should be a very good time. Music, food, and a mystery gift exchange. You can't go wrong with that. There's also Deck the Tables coming up tonight from 6:30 to 8:30. They're $20, and the sales already ended November 27th, but there still might be some room left if you want to decorate a floral centerpiece that's seasonal. You can find that located at 514 Market Loop in West Dundee. It's called Deck the Tables. Sounds like a good time. Don't forget also, Second Baptist Church of Elgin has their Elgin Sing-Along Messiah, where you can celebrate, sing, and give. This is for the 2025 year. This is coming up. Embrace the holiday spirit at a community sing-along of selections of Handel's renowned Messiah. This is an event welcome to all ages coming up tonight at 7 p.m. And again, that is located at the Second Baptist Church on Summit Street in Elgin. Tickets are just $5. Check it out at elginsing-alongmessiah.org for more info. And that's posted on exploreelginaria.com and on their social media pages. And finally, wanted to mention here, of course, somebody's daughter is loved.org. They enhance safety and empower women. They are having, again, here their self-defense workshop. It's coming up Friday, December 12th from 6 to 8 p.m. and Saturday, December 13th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Now, this is a women-led safety initiative empowering women to look out for one another and create safer, more respectful social spaces. Together, they promote solidarity, awareness, and action because everyone deserves support and security. Check it out. It's at their Elgin YWCA location. Tickets are $50 each, can be purchased at www.somebodysdaughter.isloved.org on their website. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today to Out to Lunch on WRMN. Up next, we've got What's Cooking Today. I read through What's Cooking Today, and you'll, of course, also be able to hear what's going on with the different interviews and fun show titles. Got Talk Time with Tammy and Friends, a political talk show, and Big Top Sports.